Welcome to Game Master Monday, the podcast where we play a new one-shot and a new system with a new cast every episode. Today we are playing Hunter/Hunted by Super Dylan and Megan Cross, and my only player is Jenny.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Jenny, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. It's good to be here for the first time ever.
Great. This is a two-player game where one of us plays a hunter and the other plays the hunted.
Never would have guessed.
Jenny, who are you going to be playing?
Today I'm playing a girl named Sparrow.
And what are you?
I am a hunter.
Ooh, and I will be the hunted. Hunter/Hunted, like we mentioned, is a two-player game where we're going to be trying to kill each other. At long last.
As
on
God
camera.
intended.
On mic, we're going to do the fucking thing, and we're going to finally slaughter each other. So today we have 2d6, a deck of cards separated by red cards for me, the hunted, and black cards for Jenny, the hunter. The object of this game is when the hunt begins, we'll be rolling our 2d6s at the same time. The first person who rolls doubles will get to advance a little token that we have here on our board. Whoever has the token get to their side of the board first is killed. So the idea here, Jenny, is you want to move our little Yoshi friend here that I have on the board my direction 3 times.
And try to prevent you from doing the same to me 3 times.
Correct.
Because I don't want to die.
If the target has not been killed, so like if we move the token 1 or 2 spot, then you will draw a card from your deck and you will answer a prompt from the game.
Oh, fun.
Based on the card you draw.
That's neat. I kind of like that a bunch.
Yeah. So with all that out of the way, Jenny, are you excited?
Yeah.
Cool.
I kind of like this show, you know?
I'm glad. We worked really hard on it.
I know.
Let us begin.
So I am a mighty huntress. My name is Sparrow. I have short brown hair and hazel eyes. I am very strong, despite my kind of smaller appearance.
Would you call yourself jacked?
I would not call myself, like, jacked in, like, the sense of, like, a bodybuilder, but, like, I could lift a log.
Okay.
If I needed to, you know?
Sure.
Like a very heavy object. I have a crossbow slung on my back, and I am going to this random podunk village in the middle of fucking nowhere.
You're a traveling hunter.
I am a traveling hunter, yes. I have been paid a large sum of coin by I think he's the village elder, or maybe he's like the grandpa of some girl who went missing. And he traveled to my little, guild and paid me a very large sum of money because his daughter has gone missing. So I'm just, walking along this forest path, getting to this village, trying to figure out, what's going through my head. Like, well, of course it's a righteous cause because I was in a very similar situation when I was young.
Ah, I see.
A monster had invaded my home and had slaughtered both of my parents, so I'm just kind of not pro-monster,
I have some experiences with monsters that I don't care to talk about.
Yeah, I have a tragic backstory, as any good hunter would.
When you show up in the village, where's the first place you're trying to go? Are you finding the old man who hired you, or?
Definitely, yeah. I'm gonna try and find the old man who hired me. I've already eaten, I've already, prepped for the day. I've got some traps in my bag that I've prepared, so I'm just trying to, find this village elder, kind of get, like, the deets, I guess, of what happened.
Sure.
So I can get ready for my hunt.
Yeah. I'll be the old man.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you can be an old man.
So, this is the village you're familiar with. I, as the monster, don't have the privy of the knowledge of the village. So, tell me where you find the old man.
So, it's a quaint little village. Let me think. He runs a smithy. So, he's a blacksmith. And, you get the sounds of, like, working steel, people, working iron. And I just kind of, like, shuffle him off to a side room. It's like, okay. So, what can you tell me about the night of the incident? What happened?
Okay. So, as you know, my daughter was taken from me, and this village, idealistic as it may be, there's a lot of good people here, but they keep going missing, like points ominously in the distance, in the woods.
Okay.
People are told not to go into the woods, and yet people do for whatever reason. I don't know what my daughter would be doing out there, but I just know the tales of what happens out there, and I fear that she may be lost or taken or worse.
I mean, I understand your concerns. There's stuff out in the woods that is, of course, dangerous. You've got, like, wolves,
But
bears.
these specific woods...
These ones specifically?
These specific woods are something darker. Wolves we can handle, bears, while difficult we can handle, this feels evil.
I see. You know, I may have heard stories about these woods, but you wouldn't suppose there's a monster lurking in there, would you?
I would suppose.
You would suppose.
In fact, I damn well guarantee it has to be a monster. There's rumors of, like, the multiples of the red eyes. There's rumors of a horrible gnashing sound.
Ooh.
Trees being knocked over when there's no wind and no woodcutter.
Wow.
Something evil lives out there.
It's a good thing we've talked in private then, if word goes out in the village that that's
But we all know.
Here. Well, I'm certain that you all know, but if people know that your daughter was taken by the monster, then yeah, it'd be
Was
a
I
bit of an issue.
not supposed to tell people?
I mean, that's your prerogative, but like, I'll still take care of it. You know, I just didn't want to cause mass hysteria, you know?
I mean, people know my daughter's missing, and they know she went into the woods, and the reason they know is because we're all afraid of the woods. So I say these things in the hopes that someone will shore up and go out there and get her, but we're all just too afraid of it.
I just put my hands on his shoulders like,
Ow.
oh, sorry, you're very fragile. My bad.
It's okay.
I'm extraordinarily strong.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. I've had experience with monsters in the past, so I can go into the woods. I can go ahead and take care of it for you. Got nothing to worry about.
He looks deep in your eyes out of nowhere, like his eyes like periscope a little bit as he looks into your eyes and he goes, but have you dealt with evil?
Yeah. Like, this is my whole job, dude.
Okay, great.
Jesus.
Just making sure.
Christ, man. It's like, I deal with monsters for a living.
You keep saying monsters. I'm asking if you're dealing with evil.
Monsters are inherently evil.
Lots to unpack there.
I have a lot of strong opinions.
Okay. So my daughter's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I have a job.
Yeah.
I'm still go to work.
I'm gonna earn my money and
Right.
do my job. Have a good day.
Yeah, I'll try.
So I'm heading on the path from the village to the woods now.
There's like a whole, like all the villagers are coming out of their homes to watch you go in, and some are like saluting at you. Some are like, "No, don't! It's too scary. She's gone forever."
I'm just like, I don't want to say I'm overconfident. I am exactly the amount of confident that I need to be.
Historically confident.
Historically confident, like historical dealing with things beyond mortal ken.
Another day at work, if you will.
Pretty much. I'm just clocking in another day of the woods job.
So you go into the woods.
I go into the woods.
Welcome to my domain. The forest, the woods, the darkness, if you will. The first thing you're going to immediately catch is sunlight doesn't pierce through the trees in here. It is dense, it is thick, it is heavily forested. Some people in the village say that expression, "you can't see the forest for the trees," was because of this forest.
Oh, interesting.
With your hunter eyes, you're probably a little bit more trained. Yeah, a lot of trees and exceedingly dark, but not so dark that you can't see things in front of you. It's more like an overshrouding fog or a mist, or there's like a shade hanging over everything. And yeah, you do hear a lot of chittering and scurrying and like breathy type things floating. There's a dark, ethereal vibe in the woods.
Okay. Slightly different woods than I'm used to, but nothing I can't handle.
And to make matters worse, the description the old man gave you of the beast in the woods, not insanely helpful.
Yeah, red eyes just like everywhere, not just in one place.
So if you will, shall we begin the hunt?
We shall.
Alright, so what we're going to do in this part of the game is you roll 2d6. Whoever gets doubles first gets to move the token.
Alright, and whoever moves the token gets to draw a card.
Yep, and act out the scenario we get. Look
3 and 3.
Ah, damn. Okay, fine. All right. All right, advance your token to I have 1 on the token board now. All right, draw your card for me.
The 6 of spades.
6 of spades. You manage to surprise the monster and launch a sneak attack on them.
Oh.
So here's what I'm going to give you for what you can see immediately in the woods. You're going to hear a chewing, a crunching, sounds like a row of 100 teeth, just like biting into wood, crunching it loudly, things splintering, but you hear this sound. So if you follow that sound, the logic dictates you might be able to get an advantage on the creature.
The beastie. Okay. I'm kind of like hiding in the underbrush here, because it's dark. And I assume whatever is in this woods is accustomed to the dark, so I'm just trying to, naturally camouflage myself, I kind of... Do I see the beast, or do I just hear it?
You just hear it.
I just hear it, okay. So, in this case, since I can't really see it, I'm just going to launch a crossbow bolt just in the direction of the sound.
Cool. I like that. You hear a roar that makes your insides like vibrate a little bit, like you feel your stomach jostle, you feel your kidneys shake, you feel your gallbladder go, oh wow.
I'm awake. Should I make gall?
and then you hear like thundering footsteps something away from you. It's like a boom, boom, boom.
Almost like a horse. But that can't be right. I pursue it.
We pursue and we resume the hunt.
We resume the hunt.
And I rolled 2 3s off the bat.
Shit. Fuck. Back at square one.
Back into the center we go, and I have
the ace of diamonds.
The ace of diamonds. Yes, thank you. Okay, before I read the prompt, I'm going to give you something, okay?
Yeah.
You chase the noise, you never find it. And even though the sun doesn't come through the trees, you know that in your journey going through this woods, it's been hours at this point.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
We've been at this for like 2 rolls.
Yeah, I'm giving you the prompt here.
Jesus.
It's been hours, and you know you're going to have to set up camp. You're going to have to spend the night in the woods to have a shot at finding them again, because dense, dark, thick, getting darker.
So instead of just like an ethereal darkness, it's like actually nighttime now. Okay. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and just like, okay, it's getting dark. I'm gonna set myself up like a lean-to with like some branches and stuff. Got my kit. A very small fire as to not give away my position, kind of like shielded by the camp if I can. Just setting up for the night.
The monster stumbles upon the hunter's unattended camp. So maybe you're sleeping, maybe you went to use the bathroom, maybe you just weren't paying attention.
Or something.
Yeah, something. You had to leave camp for a moment. And when you return, when you wake up, whatever it may be, you discover your crossbow has been stolen.
Bitch! My weapon! Fucker! God damn it!
So I managed to take your crossbow from your camp before you can catch me.
Jesus. Well, that just makes things slightly more difficult.
When you realize it's your crossbow that's gone, you hear like a...
Just all around me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. You're a bitch. I'm actually mad about that. My character, anyway, not me.
Good thing it's a narrative game, huh?
Yeah, good thing.
And then we resume the hunt. Oh boy.
1 and a 1.
Shit. All right, come get me.
All right.
Come get you, boy.
The 5 of clubs.
You made a vow to someone before leaving for this hunt. What was the vow, and why are you determined not to break it?
I think it was a vow to the old man.
Sure.
First and foremost, that would be the easiest one to make. It would be a vow that I would find his daughter, because I don't want anyone to go through what I had to go through.
Flashback.
Flashback. So we're in the inn.
Yeah.
We're in the inn that he
were
hired
first
me.
hired, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, Puss in Boots sitting in the darkness in the middle of Shrek 2 style.
Can you come closer?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I have bad eyes.
Oh, sorry about that.
They light the bar for a reason,
Yeah.
I've heard tales of your exploits, and if I had any other option, I would have taken it, but because you're very expensive. But I understand it's because of the best of what you do.
Right, and hunting monsters is not exactly easy work.
He slides like a picture of his daughter across the bar table to you.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Right?
Wow.
You wouldn't guess it by looking at me.
Yeah, like really weird dichotomy going on here.
There's this old expression that two ugly people will always make a beautiful person.
Oh, I'm sure your wife is very good looking.
Oh, it's nice of you to say. I lost a bet. And then had 20 of the happiest years of my life.
Aww. Here at Game Master Monday, we believe in happy relationships.
I'm just saying, while I acknowledge that my wife ain't a looker, she's been great.
As most wives are.
I don't want to I don't want to commit to that statement.
We've already established that I have some pretty weird morals.
Yeah, every time I talk to you, I'm assuming in the future you'll just keep saying weird shit to me.
Probably. Sorry about that.
Anyway.
I had a bad upbringing.
My daughter is 25, unmarried, has shown no affinity towards romance and childbearing, which is her prerogative, I assume. It's fine.
Some people.
But she has also had this tendency to want to explore and be adventurous and leave the village, but we keep telling people in the village you can't go through the woods to find anything else. You must take the established path out of the east side of town. The west is nothing but darkness and evil, and people go missing there all the time. We've lost good men, we've lost good women, we've lost good people. It's just, I don't know how many times we can tell people in the village don't go in there until they get the idea, like how many people have to go missing and their bones eaten until they don't,
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you a solemn vow today.
Oh.
Not only am I going to find your daughter, but I'm going to make it so that these woods are safe for you people.
That'd be great, because no one has ever seen the monster and lived, so we only have legends and rumors to base this off of.
Well, those legends are going to end today. Or, when I get paid.
When you get there. Well, I'll pay you now.
Oh, swell. Yeah. How far is your village away? Like a day's walk?
Yeah, a day's travel.
Not bad.
From here.
Not bad.
If you have a horse, half a day.
I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, weird, right?
You got your horse license, or?
I just don't like them.
Oh.
They just rub me the wrong way. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thanks for the job. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or in 2 days, because you gotta walk home and then I gotta.
Well, I have a horse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would make things easier. So tomorrow then.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Every interaction with these two is gold.
It's a good bit. Happy New Year, everybody out there. It's me, your usual Game Master, Grant, and I'm here to tell you about new things, new seasons, exciting new developments from some old friends, starting with The Heart is a Dungeon.
All right. This is Gideon Meander, field reporter for the Trying Times. I've just finished up my investigation, 14 interviews with key witnesses. My report will be completed by January 15th, and I will be releasing it to the public, and there's nothing you can really do to stop me. I doubt anyone will even believe me.
The Corner of Pleasure in West River is a new series from The Heart is a Dungeon that will begin this January. It follows 14 individuals in the city of Pangaea experiencing a world-changing event. Tune in, spread the word, don't let them convince the world it isn't real. We all know something happened there at the Corner of Pleasure in West River. We just need to find out what.
I am so stoked to figure out what happened at the damn Corner of Pleasure in West River. Those are our friends, The Heart is a Dungeon, the multi-award-winning podcast, just wrapped up their second season, and wouldn't you know it, they're barreling into their third. Give them a listen now so you can be nice and ready to be utterly ruined, I'm sure. Next, here's what's coming up from our friends at Soul Operator.
My name's Tessa Whitlock. Really, I'm fine.
You're a terrible liar, you know that, right?
You are a threat. You aren't one of us, and you know it.
I don't remember anything.
It was you! It was all your fault!
I'm not alone.
Look, can you just tell me what the hell is going on?
There's something wrong here. You hear me? I'm leaving. I'm not playing this game anymore.
You should tell them.
Tessa, you need to get out of there.
I'm done. No.
I don't even know myself, Tessa.
No.
Look after her.
All I know is that I am here.
You're right now. I've got you.
Help! Help us, please, Anisha!
Tess.
Soul Operator will return January 13th, 2025, wherever you listen to podcasts.
I'm going to tell you a real story now here, audience. This is a true fact about me. I used to be a connoisseur of audio dramas, but somewhere along the line, I lost interest in the medium. I can't tell you what specifically caused this. It just happened to me, because, time, aging, cells. Soul Operator got me back into audio dramas, and now I'm eating them like candy again, but my favorite candy is still Soul Operator. Very excited for this series to come back. Get caught up now so you can be ready when it comes back. And finally, I have a little bit of self-promo to do here for you, because the time has come for our next Game Master Monday Presents miniseries, Castaway, The Island. That's right, our next Game Master Monday miniseries will be taking you to The Island, an idyllic destination with calm breezes, soothing waves, and danger at every corner. This is a 10-person reality-style competition where you must outlast all your other competitors by any means necessary. This series is going to be a 6-week series starring 10 all-stars from the actual play scene, and it will be actively raising funds for Trans Lifeline. Your cast will include Kim from 5GMs in a trench coat, Dusty from Goblets and Gaze, Keon Story, Mozzarella, Tot from Soul Operator, Dylan from One Shot, Johnny from Talking XP, Julianne from Wing Women, Sylvia from Roll D5, and Becky from This Could Get Dicey. This game is being played in the Castaway system by Afterthought Committee, which longtime fans of the show might recognize from this very podcast. And it's being ran by yours truly. Be sure to come to twitch.tv/Game Master Monday starting January 8th at 7 p.m. Pacific time to see who has what it takes to out-survive all the rest. And remember, those funds are being raised for Trans Lifeline, so come see an exciting show and raise some money for good. The money you donate will play a very large role in what happens to the castaways. We'll see you on the island this Wednesday. And now, without further ado, I return you to the woods and the rest of Hunter Hunted. You wake up the next morning, so the question to ask yourself is, why are you determined not to break this vow?
Because I don't want anyone else to go through what I had to go through growing up. I don't want any kid to have to live without their parents because a monster killed them. Or any parent to go without their kids because a monster killed them in this case.
Sure.
Kind of a shoes on the other foot scenario.
Hope you find it.
Yeah, I hope I find that shoe. 5 and a 5.
Fuck, okay. Right. Okay. Getting closer to killing me. Getting closer.
The 8 of spades.
You're looking through the woods, and you hear the crunching sounds again, and this time you're able to see those piercing red eyes in the darkness. Several of them just popping up all at once, fading in and out, populating in different areas. Some over there to the left of me, some over there to the right of you. Front,
That's
back.
the same direction.
Shut up. Sometimes it's what feels like hundreds, sometimes it's 2 very intently, sometimes they're surrounding you in the woods. The monster begins to attack, and you hear it. You hear the attack coming. It's your own arrows. It's your own crossbow firing at you.
I think they're bolts, but yeah.
How do you counter their attack and send them running?
I think one of the bolts just misses me. So I just grab the bolt out of the tree, and we've already established I'm kind of bizarrely strong. So I just kind of chuck it like a javelin, in the direction it came from.
You catch it and you javelin hurl it into the darkness. You see one of the eyes flicker out, and you hear the boom, 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 boom. It's like going back deeper into the woods again.
All right, I draw my knife.
This time you hear a voice, though. A small, faint, feminine voice that just says,
No, I don't think I will. On we hunt.
On we hunt! I really need to not use this roll.
Wait a minute.
We rolled doubles at the same time.
How do we hang on?
That's a reroll. I actually know the rules to that.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to acknowledge that we both did that. God damn it. All right. I had so many scarier things planned for you. But oh well.
It's a damn shame. This is a fast one. Fast and loose with this game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that could take 30 minutes or 2 hours.
Wow.
Well, with your third set of doubles, the tracker comes off the table. You don't need to draw a card. I will tell you what you find.
All right.
You follow the sound deeper and deeper, the eyes of the surrounding woods disappearing, the fog dispersing, and you find one single dying tree, the only beam of sunlight in the thickness of this woods shining on it. And there is a small hole, a knot, at the base of the tree.
Okay. I'm gonna look into the knot really quick.
What you see is a small beating heart surrounded by piles of bones. And the small beating heart opens one little eye on it and just blinks at you.
Can I ask it a question?
Sure.
Are you protecting these woods?
a masculine voice comes out of the branches of the dying tree. And it says,
No.
So, why are you here?
Fear.
Are you afraid?
No.
So, you're here because you scare other people?
That's right.
Where's the girl?
I'm here.
You know what I have to do, right?
I was supposed to be safe here.
I'm sorry, but I can't keep letting you take people.
Instead of answering, you just hear like a cacophony of voices. You have to assume the people lost in the woods all just let's yell out at the same time.
Don't!
And then I stab the heart right in the eye.
It squirts and it squishes and it turns to a gray color. Like immediately, all the color drained out of it. It just turns to like an ashy color. The tree itself starts just shrinking down to a stump. Like just for lack of a better expression, like Animorph style.
That's a good expression, yeah.
You know, just
like the covers of those books.
Like you see tree smaller, stump. Like in a 10-second phase. You see now like a series of footsteps of varying sizes. You see dropped weapons, you see left behind clothing, you see teeth, you see skulls, you see bones. But what you don't see or hear are the voices anymore. You don't see any people in the woods. And then you start looking around and the rest of the woods start to slowly disappear and decay and die. Hundreds of years of history that would have taken to wipe out these woods automatically deforesting itself.
Well, at least no one's gonna go missing anymore. At least not because of that thing.
Where do you go?
Well, I guess I'll spend a day trying to look for the girl, and I'm assuming I'm not gonna ever find her.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier to look now that it's just a field instead of a forest.
Yeah.
And you can see through that field like what feels like forever. This forest was so thick and so people were so afraid to go inside of it that you can really just see how undeveloped this land is. The grass is thick and long, and you just see sky and field and nothing growing in that field. No animals, no trees, no plants, just the grass for as far as you can see. Sure, you could explore it, but it'd be akin to walking the Sahara, walking through Antarctica. All you would see is land and sky.
And I don't see the village from whence I came, do I?
If you turn around, you can.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll go back then. Nothing really else to do. Do I find like anything that looks like it might have belonged to her? Like he showed me like a drawing of her, right? Like maybe her frock or something that she was wearing.
I'll give you a frock. Okay. You can find a frock, maybe even a necklace.
I'll take a frock and a necklace, yeah, sure. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but sometimes you gotta be in my job.
You go back to the village. Where do you find the old man?
I would think that everyone is gathering at what used to be the entrance of the woods after they see it like decay into nothing but this like dense grassy meadow. And
fair assumption. The whole town is out because they're like, what in the hell is that?
What happened to the woods? They're gone.
And quite frankly, they can see you coming.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so.
And there's a lot of cheering at first, and then they realize you're alone.
I don't have much of an explanation to give. Whatever was in those woods, the being I encountered must have just been the woods. And when people go into the woods and they don't come back, they become part of the woods. I wish I could say that your friends and family are okay, but you guys were right to be afraid. People who go into the woods just don't come back. And I feel empty, coming back with nothing except what they left behind. You can go explore the field if you want. There's still plenty of weapons and probably your friends and family's belongings in there if you want some closure, but that's all I have for you is closure.
A lot of hats come off of heads. Some people take you up on your offer and run into the field, if you will. But you see the old man, like a puzzled look on his face, and he's like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
How do you mean?
Well, when the woods started to disappear, I could have swore I heard voices. In the village.
In the village?
Mm-hmm. In the various homes and houses.
Huh. I would kind of hand him his daughter's frock and necklace. Well, if you see her, she might be missing these.
I haven't seen her, though. Did I just hear her?
Bizarre.
What do you do now that you've got your payment? You've killed a forest, it looks like.
Well, I guess I do what I always done. Head back, I wait for my next job, and do what I do best.
Well, I'd say it was a pleasure meeting you. And it was.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you as well.
Thank you for your help. At least the future generations will be safe. And, well, I'm going to go see what that noise is all about.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shower, I think.
No curiosity about the noise thing?
I guess a little. Do you want someone to come with you? Maybe act as a bodyguard for a few minutes?
I'm not worried about that. I'd say I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
I can call you a never mind. You're not a.
No, not a fan of horses. No.
Well.
Got a mule. I like mules. They're fine. I mean, like they're just horses, but you know.
That's weird.
Like I said, it's just horses specifically.
Are they too big or something?
No, mules are bigger. Is the weird thing, right?
They are?
They are. Mules are bigger than horses usually.
It's not much of a mule town.
That's a shame.
We have the horse dealership, and that's about it.
Oh, really?
It's a small town, you know?
Primary export is horses, then?
No, we just, they built the stable there for rentals, so, you know, traveling merchants come, and we have this specific deal with the horses.
Right.
So other beasts of burden, we don't really get a lot of. Ironically, our main export was wood.
Oh, Sorry about that.
To figure that out. Well, there was a part of the woods that wasn't as dangerous.
Like well, hey, I mean, like the grass is long. You could, you know, get into basket weaving.
Oh, well,
that's an idea.
Not with my hands, you know.
No, certainly not. I mean, you're a blacksmith, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Anyways, I'm
gonna go find my kid.
Take a hike.
Yeah. As you leave the village, you too hear the voices the old man was talking about.
What are they saying?
All the different ones. Can't make it out. Can't understand what they're saying.
Indistinct voices.
It just feels like when you're in a crowded room, everyone's talking all at once. And as your life goes on, in the quieter moments, in the darker moments, when you're in unlit rooms, or you see a tree that's a little too tall, or you see something decaying on the side of the road, you swear you can hear those voices again. And that's Hunter Hunted.
Wowzers.
I really enjoy Hunter Hunted. I love the fast pace of it. I love the narrative stylings of it. Like I said, Hunter Hunted is made by our friends Super Dylan and Megan Cross. A link, as always, is in the description here for you. Jenny, you actually have another show you're on. Would you like to plug it?
I would love to plug it. I am on what is called Fire Emblem Fallen Kingdom. It is a system that I both created and am in the process of kind of refining as we go along, I suppose. We're working on physical PDFs of it, so hopefully by the end of chapter 2 we'll actually have like a physical thing that we can actually put out and be like, hey, if you like our show, you can take this system home, print out some maps, and have some good old-fashioned anime-styled sword battles with you and your buddies.
Can they romance each other?
They absolutely can. We do have a support system if you want. So if you want to fuck the dragon, that is an option.
Oh.
You can find Fire Emblem Fallen Kingdom on Red Echo Games exclusively on YouTube, and we're working on some YouTube shorts as well.
Lovely. And if you're a Game Master Monday fan, which I assume you are because you're here, or maybe you're just a fan of Hunter Hunted and you wanted to come here at Blade again, hi, we're Game Master Monday. We're a podcast. We do this a lot. We're also going to be doing a live stream here pretty soon called Castaway, which is heavily based on Survivor, and it's got an all-star cast, including one of the creators of this game, Super Dylan.
Ooh.
So come check that out. We're raising funds for Trans Lifeline all month, and that is starting up on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Don't gotta tell you, big fan of Trans Lifeline personally, because, well, you know.
She's trans, and folks, she's alive.
I sure am.
Thank you for playing today, Jenny, and we'll see the rest of you in 2 weeks.
See you
Bye-bye.
Later. Bye-bye. That's not a bee. Oh, it says on the card, a wasp is sometimes mistaken for a bee.
Our cards today are bees and butterflies playing cards.
That's very
which
cute.
felt apropos. I think your deck is all bees and my deck is all butterflies.
No, I had a Delaware skipper.
All right, never mind.
That's a moth.
5 of clubs?
5 of clubs.